You thought that Cliff was here. You thought that you could not see me for another 4 weeks, but I am here to tell you that I am back. Ladies and gentlemen, it is back. I am back. Chaz Evans is back on my show, Chaz and Friends. Ladies and gentlemen, tonight we're not sugarcoating anything tonight. We're starting right off at the top, because when you say Hulk Hogan, are we celebrating the icon or are we ignoring the man behind the mustache? It is time to ask if the contributions of Hulk Hogan outweigh the actions of the man Terry Bollea. Also, SummerSlam is coming up right around the corner. WWE pulled the plug on their comedy night. Was it just bad business, or did they realize their creative ain't hitting like it used to? And finally, we're going to my favorite division, my favorite part of wrestling, tag team wrestling. Dax Harwood let it be known a couple weeks ago, talking about WWE's tag division and how they are letting it die again. So we're going to ask that question. Is WWE letting tag team wrestling die? The mics are hot. The takes are hotter. And Chaz and Friends is back. Let's run that intro.
The following program is a collection of idiots talking about happenings in the sports entertainment world. It is meant to be comedically informative. The opinions expressed on this show does not necessarily reflect the beliefs of their peers, their bosses, platform, or whatever network they are on. There may be some out-of-pocket things said on this show, because this is how we talk to each other. If you are young, please seek permission before watching any further. Your homies. The 3 Count Podcast. P.S. Please do not sue us.
It's your boy, your nephew, your cousin. It's the Don. Chaz Evans. You're checking out the hottest podcast in the world, the 3 Count Podcast.
Hit him with a 3 count. Pin him to the ground and the crowd go wild, man down, know what y'all like. Hit him with a 3 count. On the top row, crowd already know how I fly him to the flow like. Hit him with a 3 count. And your boy real chicken.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, it's your boy, your nephew, your cousin. It's the Grappital region's best kept secret and the dawn of the Mid-Atlantic. It is your host. I am back off my vacation. I am back, ladies and gentlemen. This is Chaz and Friends. And let me introduce to you my wonderful friends. Ladies and gentlemen, the man who's been holding it down the past month and a half with your boy, the Red Dog, who is not here. He's currently booked. All right, he's kicking butt. He said he'll be on, but he's been holding it down as the tag team of this show, ladies and gentlemen. He is the only Graves that matters, ladies and gentlemen. Twitch Graves.
I miss Red Dog. Bring him back.
And last but certainly not the least, ladies and gentlemen, we have found him. He is here, he is live, and he is in color. Ladies and gentlemen, the supervillain, the Dark Lord. Ladies and gentlemen, Damien Fatale.
I should have stayed gone longer.
I'm not gonna lie, I thought he was asleep for a second.
We were close to having the full gang here, but it's nice to see you all. Have you all missed me?
No.
I mean, I've been good. I
saw you last week, so.
That's well, you definitely did see me. Yes.
I saw you in June.
That's well. Okay, you're right. Never mind then. Well, everyone else, did you miss me? I hope you all. I missed you all. I did. I actually did. Yes, they did. The show has been too calm. That's the problem. Me and Damien have been gone. That the show has gotten tame. Maybe that's why. Maybe that's why we've gotten the surge in viewership. Maybe the show is too. Maybe that's what people want. Damien, maybe we need to quit. I think that's it needs.
We might be. Well, I was busy,
We'll be the Red Dog and Twitch show. That's what it should be called.
All that.
I was busy losing some weight, dropping a little bit of poundage, getting in shape.
We get, you are now a full-fledged member.
Yep.
Of pure ignorance. Shout out to PI. So, but all right, if you haven't already done so, welcome to Chaz and Friends. Red Dog, he'll be on shortly, hopefully soon. But other than that, if you haven't already done so, make sure you hit that follow button on all your favorite social media platforms. 3CountPod _, as you see right there on the top left corner, right above there. That is our Twitter account, X account, whatever you want to call it. But 3Count Pod everywhere else, whether that's TikTok, Instagram, Kick, Twitch, everything else. 3Count Pod, no underscore. But if you're looking for us right there on Twitter, 3Count Pod _. Make sure you've subscribed to us on YouTube. All right. We've had a lot of new viewership coming in on our YouTube channel. So those of you who are joining us from YouTube, thank you for joining us for week 2. We're now with your regularly scheduled programming. I'm back, and if you thought last week was a good show, you have no idea what we're in store for today. But thank you for joining us. Also, to my podcast listeners, all of you who are listening on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, podcast.com, Podcoin, iHeartRadio, wherever you get your podcast fancy at. Shout out to you. Thank you for hitting that follow button. If you haven't given us a 5-star Frog Splash review off the top of the Empire State Building, make sure you do that. It definitely helps out the show. Buy our merch on whatamaneuver.com. Damien and Twitch have a shirt, the Villains Lounge. So definitely go buy the Villains Lounge shirt. Go buy a Chaz and Friends shirt that has all of our faces on it. Go buy Damien's Don't Be a Dumbass shirt. I absolutely want that shirt. So
do
go
I.
buy. Like it's a
Yeah, I gotta get one.
I saw that. That was good.
the graphics guy was cooking when he did that one. Like, because that shirt is actually kind of fire. But or you want to get the 3 Count logo shirt, go plain Jane. That's fine too. That shirt's on our What a Maneuver shop as well. Or if you don't want to go there, Pro Wrestling Tees is still up as well. You just won't get all the new stuff. But all the OG shirts are still on Pro Wrestling Tees. So you got 2 ways of getting your 3 Count merch. So please go by and support. Now into the ring. This past Saturday, I gotta do Cliff's job. We had Bear Bronson, former AEW superstar. Bear Bronson, current GCW wrestler. Bear Bronson was on the show. That's an awesome interview. Definitely go check that out. He talked about how gimmicks in wrestling aren't really gimmicks; they're more characters. And he talked about his post AEW stuff, how he was feeling. So you definitely want to check that one out. Overall, and now entering the ring with your boy, the Red Dog. All right, I got through all of the necessities. Let's get right to it. I'm feeling a little hot in here. Let's get it going. Let's go with temp check. So, for those of you who don't know, all right, what temp check is, that is where me and my friends, we give you our hottest and our coldest wrestlers going into this week. And let's see what we got. Twitch, so you can start us off, dog. Temp check, what's it like?
Hottest, Dominic Mysterio. Has anybody seen that pop he got at AAA?
Yeah.
Amazing. Coldest, all of SmackDown. Whole show. Every match had an interference. That shit is annoying as fuck to me.
Did it? Oh yeah.
Every single match, man. We started off hot and then interference. Promo, interference. Like literally everything had an interference, and I feel like it was too played out. Like I get SummerSlam's right around the corner. We want to build hype for everybody's match. You can overdo things.
Yeah.
My match of the week. It was going to be Andrade and Rey Fenix versus the Wyatt Six because personally, I thought that was a good match. But then the whole fucking roster decided to interfere. So, up until the point of interference, Andrade and Rey Fenix versus the Wyatt Six.
Yeah, I agree with you. Especially with the hottest wrestler. They're gonna turn him babyface. But definitely by the time this time next year, man's a babyface. Like it's coming. It's coming. So definitely that. He's my hottest wrestler as well. My coldest wrestler of the week. Buddy. My coldest wrestler of the week is Jon Moxley, crazy enough. Um, Hangman made John Moxley look like a bitch, flat out. That's just there's no other if ands or buts about it. Like maybe I like the way the direction that the Hangman and his World Championship run's going. And then, yes, it's only week 1, and we see how most of the Hangman runs when he has a championship, not nursing a championship, but the big pushes, they start off real good, and then once we get right to the top, it crashes down. But I'm very optimistic for AEW and what they got with Hangman. I think coming off of All In, I didn't think this week's Dynamite wasn't a bad Dynamite. I think it was actually structured very well for once, which we haven't seen in recent weeks. I think at least for the past month, Dynamite, at least especially up to the lead up of All In, there are times where it was scattered because they're trying to get everything in for the show. But yeah, my close wrestler is Jon Moxley. My match of the week, yeah, the interference. Because now that you brought it up, it's like, because that was my match of the week. I love that match.
The interference killed it.
Yeah, but I'm gonna stick with it. I'm gonna stick with it as my match of the week, though. But yeah, the interference killed it, and there's a trend between Raw and SmackDown of interferences and after interference, especially on SmackDown. And we'll kind of like touch on it like when we talk about the tag team division because just a precursor. SmackDown's tag division is fine. Like SmackDown's tag division is perfectly fine. Now Raw's tag division, exactly my point. Your face to it tells enough. So we'll get into that. Whereas Raw and SmackDown, even though they're technically the same creative team, it feels like there are two creative teams working on these shows because where one lacks, the other show thrives, and vice versa. So I'm gonna stick with that being my match of the week is Andrade versus the Wyatt Six because I really did like that match up until the interference. I didn't even realize every match was an interference until you said that. Now I'm looking back and thinking about it. It was so. Yeesh. But yeah,
The only thing I think that didn't have an interference was Cody's promo.
Yeah. Yeah, crazy. All right, Damon, what you got?
Coldest Trick Williams. Just on GP.
Okay, I respect that.
I got a couple of hottest wrestlers actually. Io and Stephanie Becker. They killed it this Monday, and the System and Dark State. And they're also my hottest matches.
Okay.
So, I enjoyed that 8-man tag with Dark State and the System. Very good match, and then Stephanie and Io killed it until the
until what happened?
But the thing is, I
What
understand
happened? Damien, what happened?
the interference, but I understand that
There it
they're
is.
protecting both. One's got a match at SummerSlam for the title. The other one's got a championship match for Clash in Paris. So I kind of get it.
Clash in Paris is still a way off.
Yeah, but you don't want her to lose.
I was like, I was about.
You
I
don't
was
need to
literally
protect
just about
anybody
to-
until then.
You don't want her to. She just won the Battle Royal, dude. What are you talking about?
So
Okay, what's your point? Okay, my point exactly. You have none.
I'm not going to argue with children. Continue.
Oh, you have to argue with children. Let's
Come
argue
on.
with
Come
children.
on.
that's what? All right, you got that. You got that, brother. You got that one. Let me before we get into that the first topic. We got the comments, and Twitch Games reposted this streams. I didn't know that does that now.
Oh, I didn't either.
Interesting.
I smell a return coming. I miss the boys. We miss you too, Anthony. Shout out to Anthony. Shout out to Anthony. Just being Anthony and just persevering. Shout out to him. And Mr. Golden, gentlemen.
What's good?
My prince,
What's good?
Prince.
the SWO, still gonna say LA Knight. Oh, no one's gonna do it.
Yeah.
Thank you. This is coldest. Now I feel his hottest. Brody Lee Jr. He's everywhere. He is, because that look.
Really.
He's the most famous kid in wrestling.
Right. Yeah.
He is the most famous kid in wrestling. Coldest also the Machine Guns. What happened? They're not getting the big push. That's
Mm.
like
SmackDown's tag team division is fucking ridiculous.
yeah,
Just
and then
wait
ridiculous.
TNA.
Yeah, that's yeah. I see, so look, and that's
Send them
funny.
to
Because,
Raw.
yeah, I. But no.
It
So
would
then,
help.
Hey,
they'd be sitting. At least the Machine Guns are on TV.
That is true. Like every week.
At least they're on TV. Like I'll give. Like I agree with this. What happened? I also question this. Oh look who showed up.
hey, the Savior's here.
Wow.
I can't hear y'all. If y'all can hear me, you gotta give me a second.
Okay, we can hear you perfectly fine, but whatever. Anyway, yeah, with the Machine Guns, I agree. What happened? Because like one of my favorite tag teams is just yeah, it's so many tag teams on SmackDown. Everybody can't get the big push, and at least they're on TV. Uh, the following interference has been brought to you by the Samoan. Can we? Oh my goodness! I want to let you know we're gonna make a graphic for this.
Mr. Golden's beef with the Samoan World Order is legendary.
Look, that needs to go in the WWE Hall of Fame.
It does.
Like if they're putting matches in the Hall of Fame now, yeah, you need to go put boom that rivalry. All right, I think it is time. Let's get to it. Let's get on to our first debate topic. Red Dog is gone.
Fuck.
So let's get into our first debate topic. So, precursor to this, before we get into this debate topic, before we get into it, I want to precursor by saying this is that we at the Three Count Podcast recognize and we recognize the loss of Terry Bollea, the person, and Hulk Hogan. So I want to make some of that. And then so that this debate does not disrespect the death of Hulk Hogan. We are talking about the life and the body of work of the artist. So I want to put the precursor out there before we get into this debate topic and before all the trolls start piling in into the show. So before
Don't send us death threats.
I mean, you can do that all you want. I don't care because you're not
Man,
going
go
to
ahead. I'm not hard to find. Come fucking see me.
Yeah, and you're not. Yeah, I'm likewise. So
I'm the only black guy in Utah. Come find me.
You're not in Utah. My people scoured Utah.
So look, Hulk Hogan. Can we overlook the man behind the character? So context behind the debate. So after Hulk Hogan's passing, social media, in the wrestling, not even just social media, not even just in the wrestling world, it's taken the world by storm. It's on major news nations networks. The death of Hulk Hogan it's worldwide news, and it has caused controversy because one, it has brought up the conversation of Terry Bollea, and I want to make sure when I do say the topic, I different. Y'all know what I'm trying to say. Make sure I separate the different of who I'm talking about.
Terry.
Yeah, so between Hawk and Terry. So, my point being, things of what Terry has done and has said over the course of his life and career has been brought up. And so it brings us to the question of, can we overlook the man behind the character? Let's start this one off. Go ahead, Damien.
All right, before I answer that question, right quick, point being is this: regardless of what he is, friends and family lost somebody. Point blank in general. So stop being assholes. Period. As far as see for me, I can separate the man from the character. And the reason I can do that is because I don't know fucking Terry. Don't know him from a fucking stranger in the fucking street. And I don't care to because I was never like a Hogan fan, but I do respect what he's done for the business. And as far as like what he's done in his body of work, yeah, I think he deserves his flowers, point blank in general. And I don't give a fuck what anybody says or thinks. Just like there's a few others that have died and been pieces of shit that I can separate their work from the human. Because point blank in general, we all have people in our lives that are pieces of shit, but when it comes down to it, if something happens to them, we will mourn them. So, like I said, stop being fucking assholes. Point blank in general. So that I say, give the man his flowers, and respect his body of work. Because, I mean, if there was no Hulk Hogan, will wrestling be as popular as it is? Would we be sitting here doing a podcast about it? I don't know. Would it, like, just saying, he's the reason that it got a chance to go mainstream. So, I mean, we don't know that answer. I mean, somebody else could have taken up the mantle, but how long would have it been? And would wrestling be able to survive from that point to, somebody stepping in and taking that spot? So, like I said, give the man his flowers.
Now, what you got, Twitch?
I agree with Damien on some of that. People lost a father, somebody lost a son, like so on and so forth. Family, people are hurt right now, regardless of your personal opinions of him. People are hurt because of the loss of him. Going off of what Damien said, I'm able to separate Terry from Hulk Hogan. I don't know about you two. I grew up as a WCW kid before I got into WWE. So growing up seeing Hollywood Hulk Hogan all over my TV every week, and then seeing what Mr. Terry Bollea has to say, like, I'm able to separate the two. I respect you for your work as an individual, Terry. I think what you said was egregious, and you're a piece of shit for that. But my condolences to your family, to your kids, and all that stuff. But as Hulk Hogan, I agree with Damien. Give the man his flowers. As Terry Bollea, to each their own. Whatever your opinion and thoughts of Terry are your opinions. Everybody is allowed to have them, and they are entitled to them.
No, I'm not saying what he did was not wrong. I'm not
No,
saying.
I know you're not.
And I don't agree. I don't agree with what he did, and I don't agree that he didn't feel that he needed to apologize for it. But this, let's be honest too, when it comes to that fact either. Maybe he didn't apologize publicly because he meant what the fuck he said and he stood on it. Why give a fucking fake apology about it if you stand on that? So I'm not saying it's I don't respect him for it, but like I'm just saying in general.
Yeah, no, I completely understand.
Like, why give a fake ass, half ass apology?
Yeah, if that is the way you truly feel and you want to stand on business by all that, I stand by what I said. You're a piece of shit. But that is your right to say that that is the way you feel and you don't want to apologize for it. I wouldn't want a half-ass apology from you knowing that it's a half-ass apology.
Exactly.
Like, at that point, stand on business, say it with your fucking chest, and accept the hate that you're about to get. Like,
Yeah, I mean, it just kind of is what it is. It's again unfortunate that that uh that the wrestling community is horde people. Not all of them.
does it taint his legacy?
No,
That's
no. I don't think
this
it
is
does.
where it comes back to: can you separate the man from the character? Can you separate the real person of Terry Bollea from the fake person who does not exist? Hulk Hogan is not real. Hulk Hogan is as real as uh, the fucking boogeyman under your bed. Like, at the end of the day, he is just played by a fucking person, and that person just so happens to be a racist piece of shit.
There's been plenty of people out there that have played awesome characters and great characters that ultimately are a piece of shit.
Chris
I give you a
Benoit.
person, what like the guy that played Hyde on that '70s show, fucking hilarious. Love that show. Love this character. Piece of shit.
Perfect example of that.
Piece of shit.
Wait,
And it deserves to be in jail. But at the end of the day, I still watch that show.
Fair. Chaz, what do you got to say? Come
I'm
on.
wait. I'm wait till everybody else go. I'm wait till everybody else go.
I'm done, so.
All right. Can you hear us? Dog, can you hear us?
Can you hear me?
Yeah, we got you.
All right, because I know that my camera, it looks on my side, it looks like the camera's frozen, so I didn't know if you guys could
Oh
hear me or
no,
not.
you
Nope,
look.
you're moving and everything.
Yeah, you look
Okay,
clear.
cool. Oh, bet, even better. Yeah. All right. Well, I'm gonna echo kind of everything that everybody else has been kind of saying. So I mean, it's just a one thing, but like to separate Terry from Hulk, it's weird because it's like because Chaz, you know, I kind of like we kind of rapped about this a little bit, but like it's the man, right? That's the man himself. Like you put a lot of himself into this character, but like Hulk Hogan didn't do anything wrong. Hulk Hogan was the one that elevated the business. Hulk Hogan was the one that went to do all these big movies and stuff like that, and he put wrestling on the map. And I kind of have to agree with Damien. Like at the end of the day, would wrestling go as far as it is if Hulk wasn't there? Which is crazy because like Hulk Hogan was like the perfect person to show up in the '80s and '90s with all the big action movies that were going on. He just kind of fit right into the world. You know, we could talk about Thunder Lips from like Rocky 3, or you could talk about Mr. Nanny, or you could talk about, you know, Three Ninjas, right? Like those are the things that I think about myself. And I guess I find it kind of weird because like Terry said a bunch of dumb shit, you know, a bunch of shit that you should never be saying, but he said it, right? And he backed it up, you know, when Mark Henry was like, hey, you know, why don't you come with me? We'll go talk to these colleges and stuff like that. And, you know, we could just get them to understand your point of view. And, you know, maybe you can like learn from it. And he was like, well, that's not going to work for me, brother. Well, that's the problem. Like you're settled into the ways that you want to do your thing. And that's a problem. I think, you know, Terry also stopping like the unions and stuff like that. Like it's crazy, like some stuff that Terry has done. But I can't get mad at Hulk Hogan because that's still a guy that was like, hey, listen, like all you children out there, say your prayers, you know, eat your vitamins and train really hard, and you can be big too and have these 24-inch pythons. I don't know. It's hard for me to be like, yo, it's a complicated legacy that we're looking at because it's like you brought up the point of, you know, we could talk about either like a Benoit or Danny Masters, right? Like we don't want to talk about like their personal side of things because we think they're pieces of shit. That 100% it is what it is. But when you look at Chris Paul and the character, like his wing work, all that stuff, you can admire that kind of stuff. And we do. And when it comes to like Hyde, right? Or even when he was playing on the ranch, like those characters were like fun and we enjoyed those characters. But at the end of the day, it's like Terry, Danny Masters, Chris Paul, like fuck all those guys because like y'all did a lot of damage. But I look at Hulk Hogan, I'm like, bro, like that was the guy though from the 80s and 90s. That was the dude. Like children like wanted to be like him. He was one of the most marketable wrestlers ever. He was what your Stone Cold Steve Austin. He was what your John Cena, your Roman Reigns. He was that. Like he was that legendary, and his impact on the business is undeniable. So that's why it's like it's hard to sit back and say, nah, we're not. We're gonna, we're gonna taint Hulk Hogan because of what Terry did. You know what I mean?
All right, go ahead. Be the undecided factor. Go ahead. Go ahead. Please set us back another 50 years
And
like these other people did.
but if that,
I'm joking.
I
I'm joking
promise
with you,
you,
Chad.
the funny
I'm,
thing, I wouldn't. The funny thing is that like I wouldn't even say that even jokingly. But here's the deal. I know I'm on the opposite side. I know I am. I know that, and we all know I am. So I'm gonna give you my 2 cents on why Hulk Hogan's not a real person. There is no birth certificate that says Hulk Hogan. That man is Terry Bollea. That is who that man is. Hulk Hogan is not a real person. He's not. These people, like Triple H, Hunter Hearst Helmsley, that's not a real person. That is a made up character. I understand that as children, we get attached to these characters. And that is what happens. We get attached to these characters. We grow up. We admire. We look up to these characters. And that is fine. And that is understandable. But we, as society, have to stop and stop holding celebrities to such a standard that they can't do wrong and they can't be reprimanded and have consequences for actions. Like I think that we have come to a place where we are very lackadaisical as far as specifically the wrestling community on wrestlers just doing what they want and whatever they can and say whatever they want because they can do a headlock and they can go chain wrestle and they can make you pop every 15 minutes.
what shows are
Terry
you on?
Bollea is Terry Bollea the person. Now, the thing is this: Hulk Hogan, yes, you cannot take away the contributions to what Hulk Hogan did to wrestling. You cannot tell the story of the WWE without Hulk Hogan. You cannot. That's like one of those when you look like if from my superhero Marvel nerds when the Spider Verse they say canon events, right? Like things that has to happen for in order for the Spider-Man story. In order for the WWE to get where they're at today, WrestleMania 1, 2, 3, and all those, Hulk Hogan has to be there. That's just it's can't that you can't deny that. There's no denying that. Period. But you cannot tell the story of Hulk Hogan without telling the story about that man behind the character. Because people want to hang on the racist comments, and that's just not what else he did. There's other things behind the backstage. People behind the scenes and a lot of wrestlers don't like Hulk Hogan like fans think they do. Like wrestlers' perception of Hulk Hogan is nowhere near to what fans have and look as Hulk Hogan. And I think fans don't understand that. Fans don't understand the behind the scenes stuff that he stipend. The fact that that an independent wrestler like myself and an independent wrestler like the other gentleman on this screen can only make $30 a match and have no union to back them up. The reason why is because Terry Bollea stopped that. He stopped that. So that's one thing. The racist comments, it's bad. Period. There's no argument about it. Whether or not he got caught, if and on third, that's not an argument. We're not debating that. It's wrong. What we're debating is this: do you look at at the character and say whatever it is the man does, it's null and void? And that's where I say no. I don't look at Benoit and always go, that's a good worker. Yep, yep, yep. I don't know. Benoit did a terrible thing. Benoit does not get talked about. There is no mention of Benoit. Now, granted, yes, we didn't find out everything after the fact, so they did the whole tribute thing. They didn't find out after the fact of all it. Now, and so, situations totally different situations, but in the sense of you need handle the consequences. We were taught at a young age, hopefully we all were, that there are consequences for your actions, whether they're right, wrong, or indifferent. We grow up in a world of there is consequences for action, whether they be good or bad. And just because somebody made you feel good in your childhood, teenage years, does not give them the pass to not be reprimanded. It has nothing to do with legacy. It has nothing to do with contributions. That man for the 80s and 90s put wrestling on the map. That's not being changed. And I think people have just can't when you look bad about your favorite wrestler, the wrestling community goes, "Oh my gosh, you're a bad person, you're stupid. How could you do this?" And that's not the case. We have to look outside of the wrestling ring and remember that those are not real people. Those are characters. They're not their life is not based on what they do in the ring and on your screen. It is about the person that they are. And if that is the person that you are, you deserve to be treated a certain way. That's just, and that's it. That's that. So should it overshadow it? It should not. Because the thing is this, that's always going to be there. He's going to always Hulk Hogan. You're not going to change Hulk Hogan. You can't change the past. Hulk Hogan made wrestling in the 80s and 90s. You can't change that. You can't. And just like you can't change the bad stuff about it. Terry Bollea was not a good person. And I'm sorry, that eat your prayers, say your vitamins guy is that man is an actor. He was kayfabing it. And as wrestlers, we know this when we create these personas and these characters are us. They're us heightened. You're right. I don't know Terry. I don't. And I'm not saying I do, but all I can base is off of multiple. And it's not just ones or two. It's a list of who's. All your favorite other wrestlers in the 80s and 90s, yeah, they're saying all these nice things, but I bet you they'll tell you all the bad stuff Hulk Hogan did. They'll tell you how Hulk held them back, how Hulk refused to put them over. So, nah, man, nah. Hulk Hogan, yes, you did it, brother. You did. But we're not going to ignore everything else. Just like we don't ignore what
but that's the thing though. You. So you just said it yourself, just like making your last point, right? That like you were like Hulk Hogan, you did it, right? We get it, Hulk, right? But like we also like when it comes to like Terry, we can address the shit that Terry has done that has harmed the business and harmed other wrestlers. We can do that, but we can still look at Hulk Hogan and be like, yo, but Hulk, the Hulkster was the dude. Like
Absolutely.
we all like let's be fair. We all sat back and we all tore our t-shirts, acting like Hulk Hogan. Oh, I'm gonna get you, brother. Like we were those guys. I understand where you're coming from, as far as like there will be punishments and consequences for the person, right? Like Kevin Spacey is another perfect example, right? Like Kevin Spacey is a terrible person. Like I'll say it, right? But when I look at some of the movies that Kevin Spacey has been in, House of Cards, I'm like, hey, yo, like I liked him in House of Cards. I don't like Kevin Spacey, but I like that, you know what I mean? Like, we can still go through and appreciate the character of Hulk Hogan, and we can admire that character. Regardless of what the actor or the person playing him was, we can still admire. So we can still separate the art from the artist. And I think that's where, like myself, Twitch, and Damien are having our problem, and where I think a lot of the community is having the problems, because we understand, like we're conflicted, because like on one side of the coin, we see the things that Terry had did to the business, as far as like, you know, like not being booked at WrestleMania and then booking himself to win the title at WrestleMania, like, which was wild, you know, in Vegas. But on the other side of it, we still remember like what Hogan was like when he came out, and we were all like getting pumped up with him, you know, doing the big poses and stuff. And when he even when he was teaming up with Shawn Michaels in the 2000s, like we can acknowledge like all the work that this man was putting in. It's just at the end of the day, it's like, yeah, we kind of know, we know behind the scenes, and anybody else who any wrestler or hardcore fan, they kind of know behind the scenes of what happened, right? When it came down to Terry, and that's where I think that's where a lot of us, like I said, we're just stuck, because it's like, damn, we're going to acknowledge all the bad things that happened. We also want to acknowledge like all the good things that Hulk Hogan did for us as kids and even teenagers.
Well, I mean, I still think he did have consequences. WWE took his Hall of Fame from him for a bit. Man couldn't go out on stage without being booed off the fucking stage. Like, he suffered his consequences.
I agree
Had
with
his
what you're
consequences.
saying, Damien, but I feel like I agree with Chaz. He had consequences to his actions, but did he really have consequences to his actions? You took his Hall of Fame from him. Oh no, you still inducted him. He's still in the Hall of Fame. Like,
I won't say, I'm just saying in general, there were still consequences. He was like blacklisted from being there for a while because of the big situation. Like,
I
the point that I'm saying is that because of his actions, his popularity was not as big as it was up to his death.
no, I agree with that. His popularity did fall off.
Like the beer company that like he had, like he wasn't doing that great.
Right? No, you're right. You're right. You're fair.
And like the American Freestyle, I was worried about that. Like his name was attached to it. Like
Actually, I'm pretty sure his beer was doing pretty fucking good. Like,
I heard it was like
The beard, it wasn't. It's been doing well since his passing. It has.
yeah,
I think I saw a
it's
report
got
like,
like it's gotten better. But like
yeah, I saw a report like they were up 200% since his passing. They like
so
they,
like
they yeah.
the point I'm saying is like yeah, look, we're not saying that he was a fucking saint.
Yeah.
Not everybody is. I mean, I'll give you another person. One of the guys that put out a shit ton of hit records, a shit ton of fucking awesome artists.
I
One of
know
the
that.
greatest producers, fucking Diddy.
That's not who I thought you were about to go. I
Like,
thought he was going.
like he gave us Big, he gave us Total, he gave us a lot of fucking hits. Like Carl, like and I listen to his shit because I can separate the horrible person, and we all knew he was horrible from jump. So let's not pretend that we did not know. We all knew that Diddy was a piece of shit ever since making the band. So like,
Yeah, you know what? That
gotta be
show,
able to
yes.
yeah, like you
Yeah,
gotta
that show
be able.
definitely.
I'm just saying you got to be able to separate the art from the
From
person.
the artist.
Like,
Well, I mean, a perfect example. Let's keep it $1.50, right? We can use another wrestler who is currently active right now, right? We all love Jeff Hardy, but we all have to acknowledge Jeff Hardy's past. Like,
I'll give you one that isn't active right now because he's no longer with us. Randy Savage.
yeah, he wasn't the greatest. This is
There
all
are
the shit with Elizabeth.
numerous accounts of that man making racist comments, beating
Yep.
the dog shit out of Miss Elizabeth.
Ooh.
Like,
Yeah.
Yep.
Jimmy Snuka. Like, there's a
Yeah.
lot of people. Like,
Yes, wrestlers. The majority of wrestlers aren't good people.
Brock
I-
Lesnar.
no,
the-
some of them are stalkers.
Vince McMahon.
Damien, I was like, you had to throw that one out there.
yeah, you had
Yes,
that
I
one.
did. Yes, I did.
He was waiting. He had it. It was in the chamber ready.
He was waiting on that one. He said, I got my draw 4 card, Brock Lesnar.
Brock Lesnar.
I mean, yeah, like the majority of when you said, me and Cliff, we can attest this 5 years being into the business. Most like 95% of the wrestlers in the world aren't good people.
No, they never have been.
No.
Ric
I
Flair.
don't know.
They're not.
Wait. Hold on. I want to back this number back. Right? You said 95% aren't good people.
I'm gonna go me personally 95.
Oh man, that's
We're
a
in that
good
95.
call.
I think it goes by skin.
That's a yo. That's a
I missed
wow.
it.
I think you get treated better than the darker ones, which would make sense.
Wow.
I was like, but 95. I feel like that's
That
a tall.
that
It's a tall
is
number.
a bit much, Chaz. I think
So
you
we're-
could back
we're,
that number.
I mean, I would say,
All right, fine. 90.
I would say
90.
that. Wow, that's still wild now. I would
90.
say, listen,
Yeah,
Listen,
I'm gonna
man,
keep
look,
it.
that's look. That the 2020, 2021, when everybody was coming out and stuff, it just seemed like after, like, because we were what 2-3 years in the business. It just seemed like everybody we just
Yeah.
meet were like, hey, yeah, welcome to wrestling. Something came out. Golly, I thought, gee, he's a piece of crap. And then I was like, he's a piece of crap.
Yeah. I mean, I'll go this. I'll go this.
Every person
Right.
I met, I mean, not say where
I would
where
say,
it was at.
I would say 70% of the wrestlers that are in the business are good people.
75.
I'm gonna say it was good people. Yeah, 70%.
See,
Because there is
bad.
yeah, because there is a loud minority of wrestlers who are not just shitty people. They're just dog shit all around. You know what I mean? Like from being in the ring, out of ring, everything. Like they're just some terrible, terrible people in the business. I will agree to that. It's just, oh man, you like 95% of the people are terrible people. I was like, damn, Chet, we are probably in that group. Like we would
No,
want
we're
to
in
be like them.
the 5%. No, brother, we're in the 5%.
What are you
No,
talking about? I am
That's
no,
5%.
no, because at least 75% of the people on this podcast are pieces of shit.
Oh well, it ain't me. I'm a gem, so
No, the fuck you're not. You are the
Oh, right,
first.
because you had no, Damon.
5%.
You are. Yeah, you're in your wrestling. You definitely are back in the yeah.
I
You are
am.
the
yeah,
first
I am a good
25%.
person, sir. I have
Yeah.
no scandals.
Oh,
I
Doc,
haven't killed anybody yet.
I can tell.
Yeah.
All right.
You want me to tell stories?
No, we
Okay.
don't.
We can't
So
tell those stories on here.
We will make a
final
special podcast.
thoughts.
for it.
Final thoughts, because we definitely were on this one for.
Give Hulk Hogan his flowers and fuck the IWC.
I mean, that's
I would say give Hulk Hogan his flowers, but always remember what Terry did and don't let that go.
I'm gonna say you live in America. Think what you want to think.
You're not going to be able to do that much longer because our president gets butthurt very easily.
my final thoughts. Don't police how people should feel on things.
I just want to say,
Right.
Mr.
Nah.
Bowen has been going.
Yeah, he's been going. He's been like sounding off.
That's fine. That's what it's for. That's what it's for. Anyway, let's go. Let me pull it up. Where? Jeez,
Yeah, he's making valid.
Well, while you guys are wait, so you guys can pull up all this stuff. Like you guys already did temp check?
Yes.
Go ahead, you might as well do yours while
Can I-
you-
Do yours while I'm pulling.
I was like,
everything
yeah.
up.
I'm gonna be fair, so I don't have a match of the week. I'll be fair. Like I'll say that. Okay, I don't have a match of the week this week. I will say though, my hottest wrestler of the week is I don't know. Did you guys say Dominic Mysterio?
All
Yes.
of us.
We all did.
Yeah. I'm in with y'all too. So we get unanimous. All right. Well, who were the coldest wrestlers announced?
John
Mine was
Moxley,
all of SmackDown.
all of SmackDown.
Okay. Then I'm gonna throw out Trey. Of course he did.
Exactly. That's what I said.
Of course he did. All right. So my coldest wrestler of the week is not a wrestler at all. It's not. In fact, though, it's an entire company, and that company is Nintendo.
Oh, he's going off on that.
Yeah.
Okay.
So how in the world are you gonna tell me that Mario and Peach, okay, are just good friends? All right, this man goes through level after level, world after world, game after game, and you mean to tell me he be saving this girl and that's it? They not even a couple? He's just saving it, bruh. Hot damn, I rock was right. Like, yo, I was so confused at like why. I thought there was like a whole love interest thing going on. For the longest time, I thought it was. I didn't really ever. It wasn't even a question to me. If you'd have said, who's Mario's other half, I would have said Peach. But apparently that's not true. And I don't know how to take this news except for, huh. And I get it, like Peach had one game, Super Princess Peach, and she saved Mario and Luigi. But like, come on, man, like
Nope.
that would be almost equivalent to being like, hey, I just want to let y'all know that Kermit the Frog and Miss Piggy are just really good friends.
Oh.
They're there to help each other whenever they need.
That's good.
Like, what is this?
I mean,
Nonsense.
I hate this. I hate. You really think that frog is banging that pig?
Yes,
This just got real awkward.
I do. 100%.
Alrighty,
Because that's what they led me to believe.
Back to the wrestling. Back to the wrestling podcast.
Going off
Oh, and he froze. That's perfect. All right. Okay. What about
Oh,
New Jack
great.
Slaughter
Well-
watching WWE racist promos?
Well, to be fair, New Jack's promos weren't in WWE. That was Smoky Mountain
Yeah.
and ECW. And at the time, ECW didn't really have any rules. Go back and look at the Dudley Boys cussing everybody out in the fucking crowd.
Charles Barkley in 1995 at the interview. I wasn't born. I don't know.
Charles Barkley is also a once upon a time crackhead. Like,
He also said though, openly, I am not a role model.
yeah,
Like, remember, he had a whole campaign in the 90s where he said, I am not a role model. No, like, the man also got pulled over in Alabama, and when the cop pulled him over and asked him what he was doing, he's like, yo, I'm going to see a hooker. Like,
that man.
like, who are we talking about?
Everybody talks about how wild Dennis Rodman was. Charles Barkley was low key in the shadows, like, hold my beer and watch this.
100%. Charles Barkley was wilding out, man. And that man was still in Space Jam.
He was. You're right. He was. Have you ever made a racist comment? Raise your hand. If you raise your hand, you're a liar. People say stupid things.
Wait.
No matter the race or the gender. Everyone is guilty of it. Rest easy, Hulkster. I don't agree with what he said. It was wrong and disgusting, but don't single him out. Can you separate Jimmy Snuka, Benoit?
We already talked about that.
Yeah, we talked.
This one.
I was Ric Flair. Ric Flair's gonna be talked about when he passes. He was 100 times the asshole than Hogan was. No one will talk about Flair's transgressions as they have about Hogan. That's actually not
his transgressions now.
Yes. So Flair is probably going to be worse.
Yeah.
Because of the fact that of the plane ride from hell and Dark Side of the Ring, and all of the things that happened on that plane ride, and all the things that Flair has done and stuff, especially post retirement Flair, they will. If not,
shows up to bars just to cause fucking chaos.
Right, and if anything, the stuff he's doing now, his foolishness is going to be talked about than anything. But I disagree with that. No, they definitely will as far as Flair is concerned.
We will mourn him, but
absolutely.
Yeah.
But they will talk about him like a dog. Like they will. It will happen. It will. I love that point of view, Damien. I think it was more egregious what he did after the car accident and things he said and done. And the car accident. Yeah, I forgot about that. Yeah, that whole thing.
Nick's car accident.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Anthony, hope you're well, sir. Yeah, we always give Anthony the flowers when he shows up. You missed it.
Yeah.
Richard Golden, you are wise beyond your years. Is that possible?
No.
I'm pretty old. Not these guys out. These guys out here cracking up in the comments. I thought we were supposed to be funny. There's many people say things in private that they would never say in public. Unfortunately, him was recorded. I don't know. Y'all know.
But you can't go back and say, like, when you go to the locker room to go apologize, you can't say, I'm sorry for what I got caught saying on the video. Be careful what you're saying on the video camera. Like, that's nuts. Like, so what you're saying, you're just like damping your apology of saying some racist shit to be like, hey, just be careful what you say on camera, brother. Like that. What? No. Just how about you just don't say stupid shit? How about that?
Nope. Doesn't take his legacy. Quit wrestling. Quit wrestling if that's the case. Don't watch it. So I can't read today, y'all. So if a person makes an inappropriate racial comment even one time, that makes them a racist? No. It doesn't make them a racist. No. Is Michael Hayes a racist? I've been told he was.
Yeah.
I've been told it was.
Alcohol is another reason I
Allegedly.
don't drink. Make you do stupid shit. The
Look
Don
where
is not a
Michael
real
Hayes is
person.
from.
Love you, buddy. He's not. The Don's not. He's not.
Damien
He's not.
Fatal, I'm not really sure.
Yeah, the Don's not
Y'all
a real
keep
person.
saying that my wrestling character is really me, and
It is you.
Your wrestling character is you to a certain degree. You can tell where the character dies with you, and
I don't know. I might really steal somebody's alternator.
I don't doubt that.
Yeah, I criticize him here for using the same word. I've never understood the double standard. Why it's okay for certain people and not. Oh darn. And not for others. It's the same word, a disgusting word that there is no equivalent of to insult Caucasians.
Yes, he has.
What?
Who? Terry Bollea.
Oh yeah, you
Place-
fucked up his name. You fucked up his
Yeah,
name.
you fucked his name up.
Oh. Wait, what?
I want that. I'm putting that on a T-shirt. I am putting that on a T-shirt.
Well, you came back, so you fucked my T-shirt up.
I can, like I said, I can go. I can go and come back when I said I was going to. I only came back for this Hulk Hogan thing. If he didn't die, look, if Hogan didn't die, I wouldn't be here right now.
It's too late.
So blame
You're right.
Hogan. There you go. You can't
Blame Hogan.
blaming him for everything else.
Hate and ignorance is everywhere. Until we can stop both of those things, this type of ignorant helpful comments will continue.
That is true.
OJ, Mike Tyson, Mel Gibson ad nauseum. Ozzy is another example. All the things that he's done.
Don't not speak of that man in an ill fucking manner. I will find you. I will fucking break your kneecaps.
Oh my God.
Do not speak of that man in an ill manner. He has done nothing wrong.
Oh, we forgot about Bill Cosby. I love Bill Cosby's stand-up. I love the Cosby Show.
Hey, yo.
I like
Well,
Puddin'
you can't
Pop.
watch the
I
Cosby
love
Show no
Fat
more
Albert.
You can't watch the Cosby Show anyway. There's no way to watch it now. They took it off everywhere, so it
Damn
don't
it.
matter if you like it or not. You can't watch it. They pulled that sucker.
I can watch the clips on YouTube.
Yep.
There you right, there you go.
I will find it somewhere. I got a VPN. There's some country that's playing it.
It's true.
And it's brand new to them.
They're waiting weekly for episodes.
Yep.
I lost my place, darn. Where were we at?
We are all over the place. That's where
I know. I lost my place in the comments.
How'd you lose your
we
place,
are.
man?
We are.
I was laughing, and then my finger hit the scroll. This is why I don't do this, y'all.
We are an hour in and haven't made it off the first topic.
I know. And I just
Let's go.
oh,
Even better.
yeah, I can't.
I'm glad I missed so much.
I know.
Thank you so much.
Jeez. Okay. Guys, we're gonna give on with the show. I'm sorry.
Just
There's
let
so
it
many
go.
comments.
Let it go. Just let it go.
Yeah, we'll get. I'm sorry. Look, today's the day where I might miss a comment today. Sorry. Shout out to all 3,220 of you watching today. Shout out to y'all. Yeah. As I look at that number, I blinked and it was 25, and then it said, "Oh, 3,000." Hey guys. All right, let's get on to our second debate topic. Because I'm lost. I don't know where it's going. What are we doing? Second. Yeah.
Oh my God.
second
You don't
debate
even
topic.
know what this.
Yeah, chaos.
Woo! I've been muted my mic by accident. Oh. Here we go.
Oh, you are
SummerSlam
awful.
comedy canceled.
Damn, this wild out. This whole thing's crazy.
So look, they canceled the Tony Hinchcliffe thing for SummerSlam this weekend off of low ticket sales, and when word got out that Heyman would not be attending, they straight up canceled that joint. So is it a smart move or is it creative panic? Let's start this off with you, Mr. Red Dog.
It's a smart move to cancel it. If there's low ticket sales and you're not getting, one of the hottest voices to attend in Paul Heyman. My biggest gripe about the roast is that you're just putting out the roast of WWE, the roast of SummerSlam, the roast of there's an art form to roasting, and usually it's a subject And what I think is if you're gonna do something like the roast of whatever, and you want to do it on WrestleMania, you need to have a person to be the head of the dais, right? It's got to be like the roast of the Undertaker, or the roast of Kane, or the roast of Hulk Hogan, the roast of whatever, right? It just there has to be a central topic. Like it can't be just like we're just gonna roast WWE. Hey, did you see those ratings? The only thing I've seen worse than that is the stock exchange. Like, you know what I mean? Like it's just stupid. Like it doesn't make sense. Like you got to have the topic to head. Like it doesn't make sense.
I know you weren't being like that's just an example, but I literally tried to make sense of that, and I'm like, what the fuck does that mean,
Exactly.
bro?
Like you said, the roast doesn't make any sense.
Right?
Yeah, because like
Exactly.
it just doesn't. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like you have to have the central topic. Like the central topic has to be there, right? So like if you're gonna talk about like if you're gonna talk about WWE as like an entity, like that, it's never gonna work. Like it has to be a person that you can physically make fun of. Like if Cody was there, right? Like, damn, like Cody, oh man, like I ain't seen a guy this down since the ratings that Trump had from his last polls. You know what I mean? Like it has to make sense. Like you can't just like make fun of WWE just to be like, oh, we're gonna make fun of WWE. It's stupid. There's an art form to roasting people, and like it's just not there. So yeah, no, it was a good move to cancel it.
All right, what you got, Twitch?
I agree with Cliff. This is smart. This is something that honestly you're already doing a 2-night SummerSlam, so people are going to be drained from that as it is. And then, from my understanding, it was quite far of a drive to where this event was supposed to be held. On top of that, I feel like if this was something you really wanted to do, you probably should have done it like Friday after a SmackDown or something like that before we even get into like doing it on a Sunday night when everybody's all over the place.
I thought it was
Thursday.
Yeah, like
Thursday night, and you make it televised, and you put it on Netflix.
right? Don't hide it like you did the roast of WrestleMania.
Right,
I'm happy they
don't be chicken now.
I heard it got off the rails real quick.
Oh
did.
yeah,
Well, it's a fucking roast. It's supposed to.
I
Like, did you see the roast of Tom Brady? Like, that's supposed to happen.
The roast of Tom Brady, the roast of Justin Bieber. Mr. Golden said it. The Comedy Central did a roast of Hulk Hogan. Like, there has to be a person of some sort there that you're going to attack.
Yeah,
you're right.
Yeah. I think I agree with y'all. Yeah, it's a smart move. If you weren't getting people in there and you're not televising it, what's really the point? What really is the point? You can do something like this, that's fine, but do it like for WrestleMania. You know, like because when you have a full week of things to do, when people are there for an entire week, like some people for SummerSlam, people are probably only there for the weekend. That's about it. People gotta go. People going right back home.
Going to work the next day.
Going to work the next day. Whereas when people at WrestleMania, that's around spring break and all that tough time. Around that time, when people take vacation, so they're there for the week. There are people who plan their yearly vacation around what? WrestleMania. That's just their thing. So, man, smart thing, and then like also it's like people wanted to see Paul.
Yeah.
People wanted to see Paul Heyman, and he's not there. So this is a smart move. I don't think it's a creative fault. I don't think anything like that. No, it's just we gotta pull the plug on it. It's not doing the numbers we need. Hey, it's probably gonna lose them more money if they still did it than them just canceling it. Right. All right, last one on this one, Damien. What you got?
Yeah, I didn't even know it was happening until you put it in the chat that it was a topic. So, I really don't care.
And the funny thing is this: they never, when they did it, they advertised it. It was always a lower third and
Oh yeah, I wasn't paying
because you say that. So at first I was like, wait, they advertised it like every week and every show, and they did, but it was every time I'm thinking about it. They never had the full graphic for it. It was always
And it was always in like the second. It was always like in the second hour.
Yep.
Like it was in the second hour, and it would be like after like the second commercial break, and when they're coming back, and then they get ready into like some kind of interview segment. Like it was a quick mention. Like, hey, by the way, remember SummerSlam after or WWE presents the Roast of SummerSlam. Check it out with Tony Hinchcliffe. Next thing, like that's it.
Yeah.
Again, I think better planning.
I don't care.
Yeah,
It is
go
what
ahead.
it is. Definitely a smart decision. The fucking card is stacked.
Yeah.
I think the
Yeah.
SummerSlam card has more matches both nights than fucking WrestleMania did.
Which is insane.
So why would you do that? It's good they did
That's
it.
what I'm saying. If you're going to do something like that, do it like before SummerSlam.
Right.
Do it
The
before,
Thursday.
yeah, like make this an extended weekend event. Like,
We'll do it. Thursdays. Go do it after SmackDown.
yeah.
Or just don't do it.
or you do it. No, because like what you could do though, you could essentially make it like a 5-day week, right? So you may like you do the roast of SummerSlam, right? Before the event ever happens on that Thursday, you have SmackDown, then you have SummerSlam night 1, SummerSlam night 2, and then you have the Raw after SummerSlam. Like it makes sense if you can package it like as this is a 5-night exclusive deal that you can do for like SummerSlam and you can do for like WrestleMania. It makes sense. But like if you put it at the end of SummerSlam, then I'm not gonna be there, bro. Like SummerSlam is already gonna be long as hell, bro. Like we ain't trying to be there forever. Like
I
So-
think they keep it to WrestleMania.
I agree. Keep it direct.
I do.
Because it
They-
gives
they
it.
do it-
It's always when you do more of something, it loses its value.
Yeah, and plus they kind of like with WrestleMania, it was like WrestleMania After Dark. Like that
Right.
sounded kind of
Yeah.
fun, especially in Vegas. And like so, like having it in Vegas, nobody sleeps. So I mean,
Right, and then instead of and they're in freaking Jersey.
exactly. Where
Well,
bedtime is
you
like
could get away. You could get away with first of all, that's fucking wild. You could get away with it if this was like WrestleMania in New York. You could also get away with it there,
Yes.
right?
Yeah.
You could also do SummerSlam. You could do SummerSlam and you could be like, WrestleMania or SummerSlam After Dark in New York City because it's a city that never sleeps. You know what I mean?
Like,
But it's like,
that.
but you have to find the right placement for it. And Sunday night after SummerSlam, after you leaving MetLife, is not that night. You know what I mean?
Yeah, exactly. Especially like in fucking Jersey. Shit.
And Jersey, of all of
and then
the worst places to be.
Right, and you got to go a farther distance from one. But yeah, nah, fam. Nah, they did the right.
Yeah.
Mr. Golden says there's too many shows already.
Yeah, I mean, you ain't wrong.
Comedy Central.
Yeah, but I want to see I want to see another one.
Roast of Chaz.
Didn't we do this already?
I mean, we can keep going anyway. It doesn't change.
I mean, we do it all the time, but I mean, didn't we?
Me and Cliff had talked about it. We talked about actually doing like a legitimate episode called the Roast of Chaz.
I mean,
now you're not gonna cry when we like go off the air after that, right? And never.
Oh,
talk
he
about
totally is. He's gonna sit in the corner and rock back and forth and cry.
You said sit in the corner. This man gonna go walk. He's gonna be like, y'all ain't got me. Y'all ain't got me. He's gonna close the door to his car.
Anyway,
why they gotta make fun of my mustache?
He's gonna show up to a show and Cliff's gonna be like, "You good?" He's gonna be like, "Yeah." Turn around. I hate that motherfucker.
I hate all of y'all.
Won't answer phone calls or texts. Disappear from the group chat.
They had a roast of Piper on the Legends house. I remember that.
Oh, did Piper
remember
get
that?
pissed on that? I thought Piper got like heated.
Yeah, he got mad.
Yeah, he got mad.
Stephen Colbert can do a show on WWE. Oh, I like Stephen Colbert, so I'm all for that.
No.
One thing, real quick. Trump's an idiot. CBS is a bunch of idiots.
Oh.
They gave this man 10 months to say anything he wants. The show's
They really did
until May.
Yeah, and yeah.
So and as far as Colbert doing a show on WWE, like a roast show or any kind of show on WWE, did Trump literally take a photo with in Trump point 1.0? Like, yo, there's a photo where 70% of the people in the photo took a stunner. Like, what are we talking about?
Yeah.
True, you're right. Rose to Cody Rhodes, and that starts his heel turn would have been awesome.
I think this weekend starts his heel turn.
Yeah, Chaz has the title, the paperweight champ of the world. Do it on a Friday like they do with Hall of Fame. Super Bowl week, lost money. Yeah. Yep.
Just
Eric,
curious.
it's a one-day event.
Just curious to the however many people are watching this. Would y'all be interested in the roast of Chaz Evans?
Oh my goodness.
God damn, yeah, I would love to. You know what? I'll be fair.
Yeah,
It's funny though because I make fun of Chaz to his face about everything.
I mean, I do too. So I mean,
Far enough
we all
away to be
do.
safe from me.
Now we get to put it on camera. Like we get to roast of Chaz. I low
All
key,
over
yeah.
the internet.
Sometimes
Anyway,
Chaz makes it so easy though.
Sure
Sometimes you make
We
it.
should put that on the 3 Count podcast as on the Twitter page, and we should ask a question: should we do the roast of Chaz?
Go ahead, Chaz. Grow a set. Put it up there.
And then
There's the.
we'll bring on.
It's Damian's Dumb Ass of the Week.
What's going on?
All right, so
This is why he's not allowed to use this
I
stuff.
see that. As I said before, since I have not seen Chris Jericho on my screen, I will not be putting him on there, and or Tony. Plus, he hasn't done anything egregious in a while, so I haven't been paying attention. So never mind. Trick Williams.
That's good as hell.
Okay.
Trick Williams for being the TNA champion. Trick Williams because of his music. Trick Williams because of his entrance, and Trick Williams for just being Trick Williams.
Damn,
Y'all get to choose.
that's crazy.
It fucking angers the fuck out of me. However, let me put this out there. I don't deny that he's talented. God damn it. Like I said, he's like that annoying ass cousin at the barbecue that's just like always out of pocket and like way too fucking loud. Like you can't go to the club with him because you're going to get in a fight.
That's fair.
That's fair.
Like Trick Williams reminds me of the character from 8 Mile with Papa Dot. Like, you know, like acting like real hard, but grew up in the suburbs.
That's crazy.
His real name is
That was it. You know about Clarence? Oh my god, that's not who I was thinking when you made that reference. It's a good pull. It's a good pull. I think it's the wrong person. It's a good pull though. I think it's what was dude's name that was like I spit a racial light slur on Sunni.
I can see
that. Yeah, that's.
I guess the reason I'm saying that is just because I feel like he's trying too hard. Like I feel like he grew up somewhere in suburbia. His parents are still happily married. Like
you're not gonna talk about Captain America that way, sir. you're gonna. I refuse to let you talk about Sam Wilson.
Trick Williams, the IWC, because I'm putting IWC up there because.
They deserve it.
Because of how they were treating Chelsea, they got Chelsea.
No, it's just a point. Look,
yeah.
No, it's not even just her. Look, everybody's allowed to have their fucking opinion, but when you take it too far and act like you're hard, to like give death threats and fucking like be just a piece of shit because somebody is celebrating somebody's like life and their accomplishments. Get the fuck over it.
Yep.
Stop being pieces of shit. And again, if y'all don't like what I say, come fucking find me.
Yeah, you said that.
I say like mine. It's a minority. It's a minority that is so loud.
It's not a lot. It is. It's not a lot, but it's like disgusting.
Yeah.
It really fucking is. Like, grow the fuck up. Stop jerking off in your mom's basement get a fucking
Damn.
job, get a fucking life, and like touch grass.
So, all right, any other options? Anybody else want to nominate
That's
some other
crazy.
people?
I don't,
I
Dax
got 2
Harwood.
slots.
Matthew Polinsky.
Let me put Nintendo.
All right, boom. Dax Harwood and Nintendo.
I mean, I would put our president on there, but I don't want us to get canceled.
Put fucking Chaz.
So,
Up.
look, dude, he might have some pull with YouTube and get us fucking taken off. Just saying.
Listen,
He's
I'll
very
be fair.
sensitive.
I'll be fair. I would say, like, listen, he out here suing everybody. We just get more business if we said somebody else on here too. You know what I mean? Like, just saying. Like,
Hey, Ron.
why is a certain somebody talking about the 3 Count podcast? What the fuck is the 3 Count podcast?
The tweet has been sent. So, all right, go vote. Who should be Damien's dumbass of the week? All right, Trick Williams, IWC, Dax Harwood, and Nintendo. All right.
I really wish you put all 4 as Trick Williams. He deserves this award. Look, I really don't care how y'all vote. He's my fucking like dumbass of the fucking like, last
Hey
month.
man, this
Okay?
clearly is not a democracy.
No, this is
Clearly.
not.
Clearly. All right, last debate topic. We're talking tag team wrestling. All right, we kind of touched on it earlier. So is WWE letting tag team wrestling die again? So
Hey,
Dax,
you spelled wrestling wrong.
Wow, this man be wilding out, bro.
There's no.
This is what happens. This is what happens. Hey, Chaz, you making it well known that I cannot be booked on a Sunday, my guy.
That's real fucking apparent.
Wow, I can't be booked on Sundays now. Like that's Kaiju Pro Wrestling. I am very sorry that I can no longer accept Sunday because you wilding out.
This is what happens when you have a Maryland education. It's all good.
I was typing fast.
That's crazy. That's crazy because I'm from Nebraska and I can spell wrestling.
All right, so look, here's the context behind this topic. So Dax Harwood came back out on social media a while ago and pretty much flat out said that WWE is killing tag team wrestling again. So we're gonna talk about it and gonna ask the question: are they letting tag team wrestling die? Let's start off with you, Twitch. What do you think?
Let's start off with you, Chaz.
Oh, so all right, that's fine. Look, are they letting it die again? No, I think Monday Night Raw is letting tag team wrestling die on Monday Night Raw. I don't think tag team, as the WWE itself, is letting tag team wrestling die. I think that the SmackDown tag team division is stacked and it's fire.
Yeah, it is.
I mean, there more than one tag team being featured weekly. We were talking about it earlier, how like mostly Machine Guns. What happened? You're right. What happened? Well, they're still on TV. They're still being featured. They're still in the fold, in the story. They're not the ones being showcased in this part of the drama. Really,
I mean, they
what
kind
the
of are
SmackDown
though.
tag team titles are, because that's what that is. It's funny because I talk about it with my cousin, and I was like, yeah, man, the SmackDown title division, the tag team titles, it's just but drama. All of them teams, ain't nothing but drama. But so I'm the SmackDown side of things is perfectly fine. I think as far as the tag team, I was a little skeptical of putting the belts on the Wyatt Six, but right now, if it's going to be the rest of the roster as far as the tag teams on SmackDown versus the Wyatt Six in all these different ways and combinations, you've got me hooked, and so I'm here for what we're doing so far. Now on Raw, that's where we can have the conversation as far as is tag team wrestling dying on Monday Night Raw. I mean, the New Day turned heel and they won the belts and they did absolutely nothing. They did nothing.
Sure.
Who the hell are the tag team champions? Right? Oh, Judgment Day.
Balor,
The Judgment Day.
JD.
Exactly.
Okay.
A big
turned
fucking
saw-
boom.
I
the
saw that
you-
match and I enjoyed that match.
It was a great match, but
really good.
you turned your what? Probably as far as money making IP, intellectual properties that the WWE got underneath what? Roman Reigns and John Cena. Always in the top 5 is probably the New Day when they were they were over like Rover, and you finally turned them heel. You did the unthinkable, right? That's what people are saying, because even the New Day on their podcast said, "Oh, we'll never turn heel." Like, no, you can't do that with us. Like, no, they did it, and you didn't capitalize off of it. You brought the
I
belt
don't
right
disagree.
back to Judgment Day. What was the purpose? What was the purpose? So is tag team wrestling dying? Yes, on Monday Night Raw. That doesn't mean the matches aren't fire, because when they're on the TV, the tag matches are really good. But Raw's got it's so much. Anything else is just there's so much trying to be packed in on Raw, whereas the tag team division gets thrown to the side, because they got the women's tag team division that they're trying to push. They got Becky and Bailey and Lyra, and that's the Intercontinental title, women's title. You got the regular Intercontinental title with Dom. It's just they're trying to pack so much in there, and the tag team belts is just they get pushed off to the side, and then all the tag teams are on SmackDown. So there's only so much you can do when all the tag teams are on Friday.
That is true.
Like, I think that's really what it is. It's just that all the tag teams are on Friday, and Collision's not on Friday no more. And that was Rampage.
No, they learned their lesson with that.
Yeah, they did. They sure did. But
I agree with you. SmackDown has a very stacked tag team division.
Yeah, they do.
Almost too stacked. Like, as far as
They just add another hot ass team to the fucking mix.
right,
yeah, they
As
did.
far
It's just I don't know. They should have put Ray Phoenix and Penta on Raw together and be a tag team. But I get they wanted to have them separate for right now.
Now,
So
wait,
Right.
save that for later. That's a
his
bigger
own
thing.
thing.
yeah, and that's fair. And I know, and when they do link up, when it eventually does, it'll pop more and mean more, because they'll
Yeah.
both have their own separate fan bases. But man, like I would sure like to see them on Raw get
Yeah,
mixed up in the
great.
tag division instead of Ray Phoenix tagging with Andrade.
I still like it though. It's fucking,
I like it
I'm not
too,
really mad at that, but
but yeah,
I get what you're saying though.
Yeah, so it's Raw. I think it's specifically, if I could rechange the question or rechange Dax's phrase or what he said, I would say Monday Night Raw is letting tag team wrestling die, not in the entire WWE, because even NXT, the tag division in NXT is floundering. Like I don't think it's the E as a whole. Can you put more emphasis on tag team wrestling? Absolutely, you can always put more emphasis on something, but
I think they just have so much going on with like single stories as it is right now. With
a lot
summer
of them.
being right around the corner, you just got done with your Saudi Arabia show and all that bullshit. Like I feel like they're trying to have the main focus right now be SummerSlam, and almost all of SummerSlam is singles matches, except for the women's tag team title and the apparent 6-man clusterfuck TLC match that's about to take place.
I am looking forward to that.
I'm looking forward to it, but it's gonna be just a clusterfuck. It's all
It's gonna be a beautiful one though. That's a lot of great teams that are gonna present a lot of great.
beautiful as a car crash can be.
oh yeah, that's all it is.
Yeah, it's gonna be.
Oh,
great.
yeah.
I feel like if we're talking about is tag team dying, as far as the men go, no. In my personal opinion, as far as the women go, that died a long time ago.
I don't think women's tag team wrestling has really got a chance to get off the ground anywhere. If we're gonna
I agree with that. We were getting somewhere. We were going somewhere, and then Mercedes and Naomi dipped.
I think that kind of hurt it, to be perfectly honest with you.
Yeah, I think because it was because they were doing something with it. I think they were. That was the peak.
Yeah.
That was peak.
But
What
yeah,
is my personal opinion?
so my personal opinion on that is Dax, stay in AEW where your team is maybe fifth most important at best. So you can
Damn.
stay in your floundering tag division and have fun with that. So mind your
That's
business.
a
Stay in your lane.
that's an
Um,
old
as
one.
far as the WWE, I agree. Raw, it's eh.
Lame.
Yeah, it's eh.
It's
Like
lame.
sometimes you get some good matches, and the fucked up part about it is they got some good fucking teams on Raw.
Hmm.
That's the bad fucking part.
They do have good teams on Raw, but if you look, like I was saying, at the card for SummerSlam, I think it's like 75% of the matches come from Raw.
Wow.
Raw
You might be
focuses
right.
on
You
the
might be
singles
right.
division, where SmackDown, I feel like, is the tag team show.
I mean, they're all over that fucking show, and like
Oh, yeah.
every team is fucking entertaining. Then you
Yeah.
got the AAA tag team titles on there too as well. It's going to be defended on SmackDown next week, I think.
Yeah.
And like I said, there's just so many fucking cool teams and great teams that are on there, and
And right, and there's no disrespect to the teams on Raw, like Viking Raiders,
yeah,
New Day,
exactly.
Judgment Day, American Made. Like, there's no disrespect to those teams either, because
No,
like
none at all.
they're good. Like we said, they're good teams too.
They are. Like
It's just they,
they have good teams there. It's just they're not being utilized like they should. And look, who knows? It might change after SummerSlam.
true, true, true.
So I mean, I don't think WWE as a whole is letting it die. I think Dax is just salty because he's being held prisoner.
How are you being held prisoner if you're there
He
on your
loves working.
own?
Well, I mean, Triple H in
Right.
charge. Triple
He
H
loves
liked
it.
them. You know what I mean? So
Yeah, but that doesn't make any sense whatsoever.
because they want, so they can
Yeah.
go back and actually be on TV more often.
But they
So why
enjoy
would
where
he
they're
say
working.
I don't think so.
Oh,
what?
You can put on a fake smile.
Come out and said it. He said it multiple times. All right, whatever.
You
Go
know what
ahead,
makes
Cliff.
them
You got
happy?
it.
Every week when they look at their bank statement. That's what makes them happy.
I'm sure they are perfectly happy with their bank statement.
That's what I said. That makes them happy. That's what I said. Every week that they see their bank statement, they're like, I see why I chose mediocrity.
Well,
Damn.
some people are okay with it, so
Hey, I look more power to them.
All right, what you got, Cliff?
Damn. All right. So real quick, just kind of give you guys an idea what's happening. I'm kind of caught in some traffic, so like if my connection cuts in and out, that's what's happening. And also, Chaz hit my phone with a virus, so that's why, because he found out that I secretly like to play PC games. Anyway, um, yeah, tag division. I think NXT is floundering. I think Raw is floundering. I mean, they're just not figuring it out. And yeah, I agree with Damien. I was like, AEW tag division used to be like the bread and butter of like the company, and it is no longer the bread and butter of the company. So like, who are you to look at another product and call out another product in your own tag division? Like, I don't even know who the tag champions are in AEW. Like, I'll be fair.
Hurt business at the
yeah.
moment.
Yeah, it's the Hurt Business.
And the fucked up
It's
part
funny
about
because
that is
you
that
guys were cutting in and out when you guys were saying
The Hurt Business.
the Hurt business. But the messed up part about it is who the fuck's gonna beat them?
it. Oh
They've
yeah,
made them so fucking powerful. It's like whoever's gonna beat them, then what are they gonna do after that?
It's going to be. I think they're going to lose because of MJF.
yeah.
I mean, I get that, but my point being is like, then what are they gonna go off and do singles?
No,
Because
because trios.
Yeah, I don't know.
They got trios belts.
Yeah,
I keep forgetting
But
about
I-
those. God damn it!
yeah. But again, right? So her business has the titles, right? There's no one really kind of like stepping up to kind of like be like the next challengers, and your tag division doesn't really set the standard for who's going to compete for the next championships, right? It's just weird to me. And then when I look at SmackDown, SmackDown has like all these tag titles going on, and we have like we have a solid tag division in SmackDown, but like like we said, Raw and NXT, AEW even is floundering in general. So I think tag team wrestling in general is having huge problems, and no one's really kind of addressing the problem. They're just kind of like, oh no, it's fine. Oh, we'll just give them Lyra Valkyria and Bailey. We'll just do that again. Yeah, no, they're fine. It's perfectly okay. So I think at the end of the day, there's like so much stuff happening in the singles division that we're kind of losing the tag division, and like they're not doing anything to address it. And I agree with you guys. Having Penta and Ray Phoenix and booking them back together and bringing them to Raw will like put new blood and new life into the tag division because you'll have to focus on it. And I just think right now like the E's got to figure it out because unfortunately the tag division NXT is soft and we need some more. Faxon was there.
It
That was
started
the
to
only
dwindle
good
a
thing
little
you
bit.
had.
Yeah, it started to
I
dwindle.
was saying,
So
yeah. And Faxion was like holding it down, and we were
They
talking
were.
about them weekly about how
Yep.
great they were doing. And now all of a sudden, like they get pulled out, and the whole division is like collapsing. Like we're not rebuilding that division.
They kind of did. I think they need to put the tag belts on the Cullen.
And then you look at Raw. We have the Judgment Day again with the tag titles, right? But like, so we took them from one heel team and put them on another.
Yeah.
That's what we did. And like while the match was really good, it doesn't make sense. Like we don't even have another face team lined up. It is what it is.
I just want to put this, because they're interference and shenanigans every tag match. There it is, Twitch. There, no, dude, yep.
Finally, somebody else understands it. Like fucking finally.
Yeah. Back then, we can't because there's every interference in every tag match. Yeah. I think that Mr. Golden solved the debate for us. That's what. That's when. Is it dying? Well, yes, because there's an interference and shenanigans in every tag match, and it is true. It is. Oh, not gonna say it. Starts with an S though. Starts with an S, ends with an O.
W in there somewhere.
Oh,
This
man.
Don't worry, when Tama Tonga comes back, then the tag division is gonna really heat up. So
Tama Tonga, Tala Tonga.
I hate that.
yeah, put those two together in the team, and add them to the tag division.
Tama Tonga already has a tag team partner, and his name is Tonga Loa.
Please
I'm
don't.
sorry that he's not
Please
working
don't.
out as
Please
well
don't.
in WWE as he did in New Japan.
Please don't.
To you say Zilla, Mr. Golden, but he's in MLW right now, I believe.
Dude, he's like all over the place.
Yeah,
And he's got like 3 or 4 different championships from different companies right now.
something like that.
He's out there like
He's
grinding and doing his thing.
He's Mercedes 8 belts now.
Oh God.
So happy she lost.
No, she's got 8 belts now.
Yeah, she's got 8.
Where the fuck she get another belt from? Where?
Yeah, she's got more belts.
Where did she get it from? Who did she
I don't
steal?
know. I just saw a picture with her and it said Mercedes 8 belts.
Yeah.
And she had 8 belts around her. I don't know where. I didn't look. I just saw Mercedes 8 belts.
I'm just happy that she didn't take Tony's belt.
She don't need
By
it.
the way, most hilarious spot ever that I've saw in AEW, and it's one of those where I'm not sure how I feel about it, and I kind of feel like half like ha ha ha, and then kind of half like what the fuck. But the Tombstone spot,
Oh,
with,
yeah.
Mercedes and Tony Storm, fucking hilarious. But one of those where I'm like, what the fuck am I watching? It was that. It was like, I've never seen that before. All right, we leaving now, right? Because we've been here for a very long time. I got to be a parent.
No, I got to check the Twitter.
Can you do that? Can you handle that?
Let's go look at
No,
Twitter.
I can't.
I'm talking about Chaz, not you.
Are you having trouble finding it?
No, it's loading. All right, with 100% of the vote. Hey, yo, Nintendo is the dumbass of the week.
You know what? I can't really be that mad at it because they've been acting like jerks since the Switch 2 came
Like
out.
don't
Like I don't even buy
and then
one.
don't you tell us that Mario and Peach
Oh,
are
dude,
good friends. Yeah,
he got friend zoned
that's why.
in Super Mario
Yeah,
Brothers. Okay,
that's why Cliff nominated him. Cause that
like
man, he was so
like
upset.
look
Cliff
at
is
the
very
cartoon.
lost,
The cartoons of Super Mario Brothers. He wasn't getting any.
right?
I don't know.
Not at all.
I don't know.
Now, who was
I got
getting some was Link.
Alrighty then. So with that being said, we didn't went from Kermit and Miss Piggy.
Look,
Now we done got to Link and Zelda. All right. So thank you.
but look, Luigi was getting some too with Daisy. So I mean,
So, Chaz, how about them ratings?
Yeah, bro, them ratings, man. Shout out to our 6,330 viewers watching us right now live. Thank you for joining us. Make sure you hit that follow button, hit that subscribe button because we're back. All right, full four, the Fantastic Four.
oh, no, I'm still
Don't
gonna
do
see
that.
y'all in like 2 weeks or 3 weeks. So like,
So we're back. So definitely, make sure you just watch all our content. Red Dog's got interviews coming out. The Villains Lounge watch-alongs. We're doing one for SummerSlam. I don't know if we're doing both nights, but we'll make that known sometime this week on whether or not we're going to do both nights or either night one or night two.
yeah, I gotta be in the hospital both days. So yeah, I won't be on. Just so y'all know that.
Oh,
Yeah, my
okay.
bad. I got an important hospital trip for 2 days.
Hospital trip for 2 days.
Yeah.
Right.
Gotta make a visit.
You gotta make a visit.
Yeah.
Wonderful.
I'm
Glad
trying to help heal the sick and volunteer.
I don't believe any of that. But alrighty then. Well, ladies and gentlemen, I'm your host, Chaz Evans, here with my good friends Twitch, Damien, and Red Dog, who went offline because he's in traffic trying to get back home from his show. Thank you for checking us out. Definitely, and seriously, thank you again. Thank you to all the new subscribers. I'll probably be thanking you all for the next month. Because we're on our way to 2,500 subscribers. We're almost cracked it. So shout out to all of you who watching us and who continue to share our stuff. Shout out to our day ones, our A1 since day one, Mr. Golden, Anthony, Prince. Who else is up on here? Oh, he's back. So yeah, he's back. So you can say bye to everybody. But
he didn't get kidnapped. Yay!
Thank you again for tuning with us and making us your choice of pro wrestling entertainment besides the pro wrestlers. Other than that, thank you for joining us and see you next week on Chaz and Friends. How do I do it?
Oh my.
What's up? It is your friendly neighborhood Red Dog, and thank you for checking out this episode of the 3 Count Podcast. Whether that was Chaz Friends, Red Dog Friends, Damien Friends, The Films Lounge, Now Into the Ring, Now Entering 201, or Now Returning to the Ring, all those good episodes. You should really be liking, commenting, and even sharing this with your friends, family, whoever it may be. But what you all should be doing is checking us out on all of our social media platforms at 3 Count Pod, whether that's on IG, Twitch, you can check us out on Threads, whatever it may be. And if you go check us out on X, it is 3count_pod. Check us out on YouTube, as well as Facebook, on Rumble, on Apple Music, on Spotify, all those fun things. Tell your mom about us, your dad about us, your aunties, your uncles, your brothers, your sisters, your cousins, and your best friends and your enemies, because we love haters too. Do all that stuff, and then, last but not least, buy our merch on foryouwear.com or prowrestlingtees.com. Kawaii.